Hey guys, and welcome to episode 22 of the Everton Football Manager save here on Football Manager 2016. So since you've last gone, we've played a couple of games. I've made a new signing. So yeah, we'll talk about that to begin with. So we did the place out first. It's just replaced a couple of players leaving on loan. I don't know if you still have Matt Pennington left on a deal, but Escobar, Henry, Dozul, Garcia, and Bentancur and Hennen have all left on relative loan deals to Braunschweig, Watford, Burnley, Leeds, Galatasaray and Coventry. It's more because they wouldn't get into the first team, so I just want to loan them out. The only player I was thinking about getting into the first team was Bentancur, but I'd like to see a little bit more from Rodrigo before he comes to be part of the first team. So yeah. The signing we made was Marlon from Fluminense, a very very good centre half. He's a backup in our team. Even though it says his first team, he's not, but I might change that myself. I like these. I like his PPMs. I actually like his stats. Very good player, and he comes in and will be a kind of like a rotation player in our defence. So I'm happy to have him, and he should be a really good player just to have as a utility in case we get injured to our first two, mainly Zuma and Schuler. So since you've last been gone, we have played a lot of games. You saw the 0-0 draw at Swansea. Then we beat Stoke by 3-1. Goals from Lukaku, Lozano, Embolo, and Mbula secured a 3-1 win. Mbula scored for them. And then we beat Man United by 1-0. More of a smash and grab this game, Lozano's goal. United were a much better team, but I don't care, win's a win. Then we beat Bournemouth by 3-1. Goals from Sanchez, Lozano, and Payet, getting the win. And then Chelsea came with a late goal and beat us 1-0. Disappointing because that's not on the top of the league. And then we lost 2-1 in Turin. 2 goals from Dybala, secured our fate. We hate playing Juventus, so I'm not surprised about that. You didn't know that. I'll talk you through the Champions League group in a minute. And then we did do our own smash and grab to an extent. You know, we got a late goal to win us the game. Dimitri Payet scoring a 1-0 win for us against Tottenham. And then we beat Derby by 3-1 in the Capital One Cup. Zarate scoring for them, but for us Embolo, Sanchez, and Chula getting the goals. A good performance. The reason Renato Sanchez is having to play a lot is because Tielemans is still injured. So that'll be where Tielemans will fill in when he comes back. And in the last game, we won by 3-0. Goals from Lukaku, 2 goals from Lukaku and a goal from Morales secured the win. So our Champions League group is as follows. We're in Group E. And we have Juventus, Sporting, Everton and Gladbach. Gladbach being probably the hardest fourth seed we could have got. That's a little bit annoying. Sporting with the first seed and Juve with the second seed. So, I mean, it's okay, but it's a difficult group, and it's definitely a group potentially we could finish bottom of. So, I'd rather we didn't. We got West Brom in the Capital One Cup, and we are third in the Premier League. The table looks as follows. We've won 5 games, drawn 1, lost 1, third place. It's interesting at the start that a lot of teams have made. Even like Leicester have played well, started well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the start, and hopefully we can carry on this form. So, going into today's game, this is the team. Timo Horn, Seamus Coleman, Nicolas Schuler, Kurt Zuma, Jorge, Maya, Sanchez, Barkley, Morales, Lozano, and Lukaku. On the bench, Davies, Chambers, Marlon, Bazue, Payet, Sisto, and Embolo. Let's go. We did have a bid from Manchester United on deadline day for Nicolas Schuler, and during the last month of the transfer window, there was a lot of hope that Juventus would be able to sign Timo Horn, but we didn't let that happen. They were more the two real noticeable ones of the first team that got bids. We tried to sell Payet and Morales, but it didn't come off. So I actually would like to do a talking point in today's episode while this game goes on. I talked to you about in the Aston Villa save that I might do like episodes where I do a talking point, it's in real life football. And obviously right now, while I am recording, probably when this comes out, Pogba will have signed. But as I'm recording, Paul Pogba is set to join my team, Manchester United, for about £100 million, 106, whatever it is. It's varied everywhere. I think it's actually a good signing. I don't think he's that good yet. I don't think Pogba, for me, he showed in the Euros that I think he's a bit hit and miss. But he adds something to United that we need. We need a player that can take the ball forward, a controller in midfield, a powerful midfielder, and I think he's that in a lot of extents. But 100 million has a lot, but if he play, what is he now, 23, 24, if he plays for 10, 12 years, That's only about 10 million a year. It's not actually that bad. You know, if he was 20, 27, 28, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to do it. But there's that. Although I am a little bit unhappy because I wish we tried to push a bit more for N'Golo Kante. Now joined Chelsea. I think we could look to try and get him and let Pogba go to Madrid and said to Madrid, well, we'll take Toni Kroos off your hands. That for us would have been a much better midfield. Lukaku's another chance. So yeah, there was opportunities here for me. But Pogba's a good signing. I think United this summer have made some really good signings. I like Mkhitaryan. I think it's a really wise signing. But the thing is, though, I've heard a lot of people on social media say Mkhitaryan was an overspend. I know some people mentioned it, but I don't agree because Henrik Mkhitaryan joined Man United for £26.3 million. To put it into context, Liverpool spent more on Sadio Mane and Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum costs more, Sadio Mane costs more. They're not better players than Henrik Mkhitaryan. Obviously, I know Liverpool probably can attract that kind of player, but still, you know, I think Liverpool have been really unwise in the transfer window, spending a lot of money and being very silly in the transfer spends they've spent because they spent a lot of money. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So, yeah, it's not great. I do think, though, I think the Premier League this year is going to be really interesting. Signings have been a bit up and down. I think City need to go and try and make more signs. I think they're looking like they're going to sign John Stones and probably Leroy Sané. Because as I record today, it's rumored that Leroy Sané has said to Schalke that he wants to leave the club. So we'll see if that's actually true. It probably is, to be fair. You could see why he'd want to leave the club. Because no offence to Schalke, but Man City is a much bigger club. I'm a little bit worried if they get him and John Stones, they are going to be considerably stronger. I think there's still a lot to go in the transfer window, though. I think, especially with clubs like Everton, obviously in real life, Koeman's in charge now. I think they've got a lot of money. And, I mean, who else have we got? We got Arsenal. I think Arsenal have to make another signing. I don't think it should be Riyad Mahrez. I don't think he's the fit they need. They either need a world-class striker. I don't know if they need... I think they need another centre-half, because I don't know if Gabriel is of the class to be a starter for a Premier League winning team. I don't think Mertesacker is either. I think they need a world-class centre-half. I don't actually know who that would be, off my head. I don't know who would probably go to... Oh my, Ben Yedder's author. I don't know who would go to Arsenal, but they would have to look at one, because it'd be silly if they didn't. You know, I think that's a gap they need to fill. A striker would definitely help. There was links with Higuain, but to be honest with you guys, you know Arsenal. Arsenal would never sign Higuain. It was... I mean, really, I'm no offence to Arsenal fans, but I never believed it was going to happen, and it's not a Wenger signing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Wenger signing at all to go, oh, do you know what? I'll sign a 28, 29-year-old for a mass fee. You know, just not something you'd expect to see Wenger do, and unsurprisingly, Wenger doesn't do. So yeah, I think on the note of Arsenal as well, I think really with Arsenal, I think that what's happened to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think he would massively benefit from a move outside of Arsenal, because at 18, 19 he was the next big thing, but he's just not delivered. Yes, hopefully it's move out. This is a very disappointing result. This is going to probably damage our chances of qualifying for the next round. We absolutely battered Gladbach for 90 minutes there. The much better team, but we couldn't score. That's really disappointing. Okay, but hey ho, it happens. So that's that. So in the next episode, I think we will come back for the game against... We'll do them three. So, no, we'll probably... I probably will do the game against Gladbach again, just because we'll do the away leg because it's the last Champions League game. And I think we'll do Sporting in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you come back for the next episode. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.